I see it as absolutely fantastic handmade original art. The facial expressions, the designs of the pipes, the way that the bongs are brought into the picture by giving your personality some life. See, you can elevate your personal experience at highendpottery.com. Hi-endpottery.com. All high-end products are one-of-a-kind functional art pieces. Two hitters, pipes, bongs, and bubbles. Wake and bakes. highendpottery.com. Don't forget that dash now, all right? You must be 21 to purchase. Also, don't forget, let them know that we talked about this. Say, Arroe told me about this, and they're going to take care of the shipping and handling. Hi-endpottery.com. Hey, it's Arroe, and this is Play It Forward. A look at the unexpected changes endured by the entertainers, writers, camera people, and all others affected but not infected by the global invasion of the coronavirus. Real people, real stories, the struggle to play it forward. Episode 9, Son-in-Law. A new video depicting Donald Trump performing a song in praise of his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, has been revealed as being the work of the Simpsons and Spinal Tap star, Harry Shearer. It's the first track to be released from Shearer's forthcoming album titled The Many Moods of Donald Trump, a cycle of songs inspired by the last 4 years of U.S. politics.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Fantastic, dude. This song, Son-in-Law, this is such an incredible piece of music in the way that you're making us laugh during a pandemic, because we don't know how to laugh anymore. Yeah,
it seems that there are a lot of fences going up.
But see, that's why we need people like yourself, where you're using your writing skills, and then your music is attached to it as well. It's like you're using every single element that's inside of you to help entertain us.
Well, I have all these gifts, and my mom used to say, use them all.
and listeners need to understand that you've got a full album coming, The Many Moods of Donald Trump. Where did the idea come from, and how? And is it a reaction to turn a negative into a positive?
Well, I do a radio show every week on public radio, and I write a sketch or a song each week about what's going on in the news. And over the last 3 years, what's been going on in the news has turned out to be, more often than not, a certain Mr. Trump. And I do some sketches featuring him, an ongoing series called Via Presidentis. And then every once in a while he'll say something or do something that just sounds like a song needs to be there. And so I by the beginning of this year, I realized, God, I've written enough songs that I could collect them all. And that's what I did. I went into the studio with a great producer, and we made proper productions out of all of them. And they're almost all in the voice of Donald Trump. There's one that's not. And then I thought, now I have to do a video that looks like it's Donald Trump. And then I got together with this studio down in Sydney, Australia, a motion capture animation studio. And so we made a video that looks like it's a Donald Trump music video.
And it really does move and act and react with him, because that motion caption, I mean, isn't it? I mean, you're doing something that's very brand new, right?
It's used a lot in video games. It's rarely used. It's used if you're trying to animate a monster or, an unearthly being or stuff like that. It's rarely used to depict normal, I said normal, or real people. I've been playing around with that for a while, but this was the first time I got something past the starting gate and out into the public.
The president holding his hand over the nuclear button, you actually reminded me of, oh yeah, that's right. That's still going on in the world.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody on my show the other day who was saying, he's written a book about the making of the atomic bomb, and the more crucially, the making of the first movie about the making of the atomic bomb. And he said, we keep forgetting. It's like there's 17,000 ready to go nuclear weapons between the United States and Russia, and they're as dangerous as ever. Although
North Korea did announce today that the world is never going to see a war like that because they have the bomb now. It's like, well, dang, if that's all it took.
Yeah. Well, let's all send thank you cards in that direction.
Wouldn't you say that this album, especially the song "Son-in-Law," is a new shape of Americana original?
I would like you to say that. I'm not sure I would say that. I've been involved in musical satire as well as sketch comedy for a long time, and I just try to play around with stuff that people know about in hopefully interesting ways. And each song on this in this collection will be releasing one a week, starting in early August. It's a sort of different musical form, a musical treatment, a different kind of music, but all that I see inside the world of Donald Trump. So, I mean, there's no hip-hop or anything like that. It's like where his ear is at is where I try to go.
And you know what's going to happen? We're all going to fall in love with this, and we're going to want to see you on some sort of intimate stage somewhere. I mean, is that even in the plans? Could you do it live?
When they decide that live entertainment is coming back, I'll think about it. I mean, that's a long time away.
Yeah, it is. How are you getting through that storm, Mr. Creative Guy? Because you know how we are as creative people. We try to feel the earth before it actually moves.
Yeah, well, I spent the last 3 months making this video every day on the phone with the studio down in Sydney. I shot my part in L.A., and then both L.A. and Sydney were talking to each other as the thing gets tweaked and fixes and added jokes and stuff like that. So I have had the advantage of, and the Simpsons, fortunately, is still in production, so I've had the advantage of really working through this. Great good fortune, because and I'm doing a radio show every week, so I've been busy. I've been very fortunate. And my wife, similarly, she's a musician. She's a great singer-songwriter. She's been doing Facebook Live shows twice a week and finishing up 2 records. So if you're creative and if you kind of have the facility at your disposal, it's been a time where the distractions have been cut away, and you can do nothing but your stuff.
I've had the blessed opportunity to talk to your wife about her music, dude. She says she likes you pretty cool. You can hang out for a while.
Yeah. But, especially in Los Angeles, you find during this period, I found all this bonus time that I wasn't driving. There's all these extra hours in the day.
So you're going to be releasing a new song every month. Do you want people to go every week? See, that even makes it even better because, I mean, where do you want people to go so that you know that you can get those pings and points and all that kind of stuff?
Well, they could go to Spotify, they can go to Apple Music, they can go to, I guess, Tidal, wherever they get their music. That's what they say on the ads these days, wherever you get your music. And then there will be a physical object called an album that will come out in October, so you can have something to hand to your grandchildren for Christmas.
Well, will it come out in vinyl form? Because, vinyl is in now.
I know. We are making that plan. I never got rid of my vinyl. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Oh, yeah, there's still something about dropping that needle on that vinyl, and it's like every time that it starts for me, it's like, oh, here we go. I mean, there's a total experience there. Yeah. Plus,
that big package in your hand. I mean that record cover.
Well, congratulations on Son-in-Law, which is now available, and the album is coming out, The Many Moods of Donald Trump. I can't thank you enough for letting your creativity flow through you right into our ears.
Oh, man, thank you. It's my pleasure.
Please come back to this show anytime in the future, sir. The door is always going to be open for you.
All right, thank you very much, and stay safe.
You bet. You too, sir. That's Play It Forward. If you'd like to hear other conversations just like this, you can pick them up on my 3 other podcasts, Like It's Live, Unplugged and Totally Uncut, and View from the Writing Instrument, all found on every digital platform.